Hey everybody, I'm Chef Tom with atbbq.com, and today we're making smoked fried buffalo wings. Now I love smoked chicken wings, but you have to have a crispy finish, whether it's on the grill or in the fryer. What we're doing today is we're gonna let these wings soak up some smoke, give them a dip in the fryer oil, and we'll finish it off with a house-made buffalo sauce. Now you can save yourself some money by buying whole chicken wings, and then you just take them apart yourself, which is real easy to do. What you're gonna do is cut right toward the joint. When you get to the middle, pop it, and you can see right where you need to put your knife. Really simple, doesn't take long. All right, we wanna get a little bit of binder down on our wings. I'm just using some sprayed duck fat, but you can use anything if you wanna use oil or mustard or whatever. Just whatever helps the seasoning stick to the meat. And we're gonna keep these seasonings really simple today. We've got some smoked salt. This is some hickory wood smoked salt. And we're gonna do fresh cracked black pepper. The majority of the flavor for this recipe is gonna come from the buffalo wing sauce itself. All right, now I'm just gonna get these flipped over so we can season the other side as well. All right, and these are just ready to go to the grill. Now for the smoking portion of this recipe, we're using the Yoder Smokers YS640 pellet grill. We're running it nice and low at 200 degrees so we can have some really great smoke output and we don't cook those wings too far. So whatever you're smoking with, just make sure you keep that temperature low, because what we're trying to do right now is impart smoke flavor, not necessarily cook the wings too far. We're gonna finish the cooking process in the fryer oil. All right, I'm gonna start with a jerky rack up here, which is just gonna make this easier to move later when we're headed to the fryer. And we'll load this up with our wings. All right, that looks perfect. I'm gonna close up the cooker and give these about half an hour to soak up some of that smoke. When you're doing buffalo wings, you gotta have some dipping sauce, right? And usually it's blue cheese dressing or ranch. I prefer the blue cheese myself, but I just showed you guys how to make that in our stuffed mushroom video. So today we're gonna hit up some buttermilk ranch dressing. And I'll also include the blue cheese dressing on the blog, so when you click that link, you'll get that down there. I'm gonna start off with a half cup of sour cream, and we're placing this in our food processor. We'll add a half cup of mayonnaise and a half cup of buttermilk. Also need about a teaspoon of lemon juice. And a half teaspoon of Worcestershire. And from here we're gonna get our aromatics. I wanna mince up a quarter cup of fresh parsley. Then we want a tablespoon of fresh chives. And a tablespoon of fresh dill. And for the last bit of aromatics here, 1 clove of garlic. We're gonna hit this with just a little bit of smoked salt and a little bit of fresh black pepper. Looks like it's pureed all the way down. Let's have a taste. Spot on. Now when you hit that 30 to 45 minute window, you're gonna reach probably between 100 and 115 degree internal temperature, and that's where you wanna get them off the smoker, because we don't wanna finish cooking these on this smoker. We wanna do the cooking process on the fryer. So we're gonna take these off and stop that cooking process and then finish them over on the side burner. So here's the setup. We've got the Lodge 7-quart Dutch oven over here, about half full of vegetable oil. That's preheating to 375 degrees. Our wings are smoked, ready to go into the oil. And down here on this end of the grill, we're going to be assembling our buffalo sauce. All right, so to get this buffalo sauce started, we've got a half cup of unsalted butter in here. Just gonna melt this down before we add everything else in. Of course, the base of every buffalo sauce is the hot sauce that you use to make it. And a lot of times that's Frank's, which is a fantastic hot sauce to use. But ever since Killer Hogs came out with their hot sauce, I've been messing around with it, and honestly, it makes one of the best buffalo wing sauces that I've ever tasted. So shout out to Malcolm Reed, How to Barbecue Right. We love the product. And I'll show you here, we're gonna use about 2/3 of a cup, so you'll notice that doesn't leave you much. So you'll probably wanna head over to atbbq.com, pick up 2 of these, because you're gonna wanna put it on everything. All right, so we're adding our hot sauce to the butter, and from there, our seasoning agents. Got a 1/2 teaspoon of Worcestershire, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/2 teaspoon of cayenne, and you can go more or less depending on how much heat you like. And that last bit is 1/8 of a teaspoon of celery seed. And that's really gonna set this apart. All right, so we'll let that come to a simmer while we start frying some wings. All right, we got our wings that are sitting with no heat underneath them so that they don't cook any further than we want them to. We're gonna drop those in the hot oil carefully. You don't wanna burn your face off. All right, so we're not gonna overcrowd this. We don't wanna create too much havoc in here. I love this setup where we've got the wings over here in the fryer oil. We're holding them a little bit warm in the middle. We've got our sauce warming up over some direct heat. Say what you will about gas grills, but the Napoleon P500RSIB, it really lets you accomplish everything that you might be doing in your kitchen right here on your gas grill. All right, so what we're going for is a nice golden brown color here. And that internal temperature, you want at about 170 degrees for wings. The frying process is really gonna hold in all that moisture, so you don't have to worry about overcooking these like you would grilled chicken. We're just gonna shake off some of that excess fat there. Beautiful. Nice and crispy. Oh yeah. All right, let's get some of our sauce on our wings here. And give them a good toss. You just really want to get those fully coated. Just like that, beautiful. So now you got choices. Is it gonna be a drumette or a flat? Are you eating ranch or blue cheese? There's no wrong answers. I myself am a flat guy. I like the flat with the blue cheese, but if you're a drumette person and you like ranch, that just means we should be eating wings together. Let's dig in. And get the technique going right here, right? So you can double dunk it. Beautiful. Oh. That's what a buffalo wing is supposed to taste like. I mean, the real star of the show is the buffalo sauce, but the blue cheese is fantastic. The meat's super tender inside. You get just a hint of smoke, and there's just the right amount of crisp on the outside. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Be sure to check out atbbq.com for all the products featured in this video. And if you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button. If you have any questions or comments, or there's anything you'd like to see me cook, let me know in the comment section down below. For more recipes, tips, and techniques, head over to thesauce.atbbq.com. All things barbecue, where barbecue legends are made.